Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the...
Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this video I'm going to be discussing with you my collecting 2022 goals. Now I do have two goals I'm going to be discussing with you in a minute, but again before we get to that I want to take this opportunity to thank you all again. I know I say it a lot, but people who've been watching this channel, and no one more than myself knows how lucky I was last year with regards to how my collecting went. And let's be honest, it's down to this channel, it's down to you guys for making it all possible. So I heartfelt, really mean thank you to you guys, every one of you who's watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, whatever it is that you're doing with this channel, with these videos. The figures that I got last year, I can only have dreamt of getting. Maybe one or two of them, not the amount that I got. And again, like I say, it's down to you guys, because people like you who say, I've got this, I've got a friend who's got this, look out at this, look out at that. You made this journey and this whole experience for me amazing, and I really appreciate all of that. So very quickly, I need to thank people like Bryce Rutledge, Paul Hitchens from Spacebridge, Chuck Lou from Artfire, Emo Damar, Mateus Zacharias, Tim Banerjee, Hans van den Acker, Matt Barrett. There'll probably be a few more coming to me in a minute, but I just need to thank mainly them because they're mainly the people who have helped me get the figures that I've been after. So yeah, there's two goals I want to discuss with you about this, and I've seen other people do this, and I think that it's a good idea to do this. So the first one, really obviously, is to get more figures for helping to complete my G1 collection. So okay, I know I've completed the Hasbro, and don't for 1 minute think that I'm saying that I expect or intend to complete all of the Takara figures this year. That's just not going to happen. I'm completely realistic, and yeah, it's not going to happen for loads of reasons. Again, I'll discuss a few of them with you in a second. So I want to obviously get some figures, some of the other figures that I haven't got, some of the figures that I'm missing off my list, some of the rare ones, and this takes me, I suppose, into where the discussion part of this video is. So for myself, I'm going to have to do something that I don't normally do, which is basically like a make do. So what I mean by make do is that get a figure that's not complete, get a figure that's missing accessories, get a figure that hasn't got a box, just so I've got that figure in my collection, because it's so hard now to get the figures, especially Japanese exclusives that you want. They're just not there. Great example of this is if we go back to when I first started collecting. So collecting properly, not just buying back a few of the figures that I had for nostalgic reasons. So in the early 2000s, even figures that we didn't have in the UK when G1 came out. So no Blaster, no Triptychon, Predacons, just Devastator, clones, etc. When I started collecting in the early 2000s properly, I could go to eBay, type in Transformers G1, Razor Claw, bang, it'd be there. Simple as. Nowadays, and this applies to, I suppose, all of the Transformers really, not just the Japanese exclusives, I can guarantee that there isn't every single figure on the internet right now. There's a huge amount, don't get me wrong, but I doubt very much that there's every single figure, because they're just, well, there's loads of reasons, isn't there? The first reason, of course, is that there was only a certain amount produced. Second reason is that some would have been damaged and thrown away. Third reason is obviously people like myself and people like this who are watching this video, we collect them, we keep hold of them, we hold on to them ourselves. And then the fourth reason, there could be, and it's a very big long shot now, that there could be some hidden away in a loft, an attic or a garage completely untouched, but I totally love it when that happens. You see on eBay, you find like a proper authentic like loft find, and there's bits scattered everywhere. I love that, and even if I don't necessarily need the figures, I'll always watch it and see what it goes for, etc. But the point I'm making is there's loads of us out there now, and it's great. And it's great because for all the people I just mentioned at the beginning, who I've met, who I talk to, who I interact with, Transformers UK Collector, Robot Recruits, Magnum Prime, all of you guys who made this, again, such a great experience, and in some way, learning curve for me as well. So because there's so many of us, again, if you check on Facebook, there's over 90 Transformer Facebook groups. There's all the forums. So there's a much bigger community, and if there's a much bigger community buying some of the same figures, I know not everybody collects G1, there's obviously less of them. So that makes it harder, and especially when you're buying the Japanese figures, because you've narrowed your market down even more, because these were obviously only made in Japan, and they only were released in Japan. So your market's much smaller, And again, it makes them more and more difficult to get hold of. So for myself, I'm going to have to do some make do. So maybe get a figure, and then again, the best part about being a collector, there's the hunt. So if I get a figure missing a load of its accessories, I can then over the years, over the months, whatever, see if I can either scout the accessories, or if the opportunity for a much better conditioned one appears, and I can sell my other one to put towards the funds to do that, then brilliant. That's the point of being a collector and what I love about collecting. So I suppose, yeah, that's the goal number one. So goal number two will tie in with this, but this is mainly for the Hasbro sort of figures that I've got and figures that you've seen, and funnily enough, yeah, that you guys have seen firsthand. Before I did all this, them figures have sat on a shelf years and years and years, completely untouched, and then I've started doing videos, and then I've noticed that some of them really are quite poor, to be honest. Some of them, you know, they've got bits missing, not just stickers missing, which I know sounds really pedantic. They've got broken bits, they don't stand up. Some of the figures are in need of an upgrade or an update. It's got to be an upgrade because we can't update it because they've already done. I suppose I could buy a KO. I've been asked, why don't you just buy KOs, Russell? Nothing against KOs, but that just, what I was just all saying about being a collector and liking the hunt, that defeats the object for me straight away. Straight away, the point, you know, I like the hunt. If I just wanted to go buy the figure, there's no excitement in that for me. The buzz for me is, and again, when I found all my Italian figures, was learning the fact that Scatola was Italian for box, going on eBay Italy, not being able to understand a word of it apart from Transformers Scatola, and that found me the gig box Transformers. So with a KO, there's no challenge in it. I can just type it and I can just get it. So I know it's there for people who can't get the figures, and I appreciate that. And I really enjoy the fact that people still get the great enjoyment out of it. But for me, that's just not my way of collecting. So yes, I'm going to be starting to upgrade. I suppose I'm going to be segueing that along with the Japanese Transformers. The Japanese Transformers is really the main goal. And I'm creating a bit of space. With all the videos, you probably noticed at the back on the right hand side, there's big cardboard boxes, and that's because a lot of my movie figures, as I keep saying, they are being sold. I was one of these people when the movie figures come out, I brought loads of them with the intention to do what I'm doing now, to fund my collection, because I've done videos on them. I like the movie figures. I've got nothing against them. I've done videos on them. But once I've done videos on them, it's time for them to move on. So thank you to the people, even who are watching this video, who are buying my movie figures. You're funding the rest of my collecting habits to continue with the goals which I've got. And who knows, in a few months' time, I might turn to you very viewers and just say, look, I'm really struggling with this figure. Can you help me find it? Not yet, though. I've got enough debt to clear away from after Christmas. So... But yeah, so there's my main two goals. Getting more Takara exclusives and maybe updating my Hasbro ones. And I just wanted to share that with you as well. And I suppose explain to yourselves as well that they are getting scarcer. And I'm not telling you to do anything silly like go out there and completely skint yourself. As I said in my TF Source interview, all the things that I've ever brought or I've ever acquired, I've done it by either buying and selling my older figures, or upgrading, which is again what I'm talking about, or I've just managed to get a bit of money from doing overtime to fund it. Don't get yourself into crazy bits of debt for it, but on the same hand, if you can afford it and it's there and it is a rare figure, me and Tim Banerjee were about this the other day. I think it's just the fact that you just gotta go for it. If you can afford it and you know you can, it'll make your day as well. I know it will. So yeah, obviously collect safe and within your means. And again, thank you for listening to me and for everything that you guys do for this channel. It really means a lot. Thanks very much and take care. See you in 2022.
Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.